Welcome to Tansson TV Plus. I'm Brandon,
And I'm Mom.
and thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us again today. I say Happy New Year one more time. Thank you for joining us again today as we begin for our first Friday of January as we talk about another first episode.
Yes, and Mom, what show are we speaking about here today?
Today we're going to talk about Knuckles. Our theme for this month is going to be video games and TV shows or movies that involve video games.
Yes, and so we're very excited to kick this off with Knuckles. This released on Paramount Plus in April 2024 and is produced by Paramount Pictures and Sega.
Yes, it is. In this first episode, Knuckles is visited by his chief, and he is given the task to help create a warrior. Knuckles believes that he needs to be a warrior, and so he's given the task by his chief to help someone in town become a warrior. And he is given the name of Wade Whipple as the person he's going to help. And this just kind of sets up the series in regards to how Knuckles will be involved in another caper because someone is going to come after him. And then how at the same time, he is going to help Wade become a stronger person.
Well, Mom, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, Brandon.
Yeah, and of course, to start this off, this is in the same cinematic universe as the Sonic movies.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and as of this point of recording, we have seen the first two Sonic movies and have yet to see the third that is currently in theaters.
Yes.
And Mom, overall, what are your thoughts about the show?
You're going to be surprised. I actually like this. It kept my interest. This was a 33-minute episode that we saw. And as Brandon mentioned, we've only seen the first episode. And I really liked it. It was for a short little episode. It was action-packed. It was humorous. We already had the villain that's already shown. We've already seen we know the good guys. We have the helpful friend already here, and we've already gone back and kind of reestablished what is going on with Knuckles himself. So, I mean, they've done a lot in one episode.
Yeah, they definitely had, and I will say that one of the reasons that I enjoy it is because it's a fun episode. It's a fun episode thus far.
It is. It is a very fun episode. And I will have to give your brother credit because he did pick this particular topic for us. And so for someone who's just seen him play a lot of video games, and I've played some on and off with him, it's been fun to watch some of these that involve the video game stars per se. And so to see how they've taken that one world and made a bigger world with it.
And something that I personally enjoy is that we are at least somewhat familiar with Sonic, and so seeing that they were able to make the game and the franchise into this new movie universe, especially with the show, I think the possibilities are endless, and I like that they were able to adapt it. To me, even though of course it's tied in with the movie, that it didn't feel like I need to see the movie 100% to understand the show.
Yep, no, I completely agree with that, Brandon. They gave enough of the clip of the movie for you to know what was going on, and they wrapped that up really quickly. Probably within 90 seconds, they said exactly everything you needed to actually begin watching the show.
But I will say that this show does also operate, though, as a spin-off of the film franchise.
Yes, it does, and you could tell that. I do look forward to watching Sonic 3. We just haven't done that yet.
It's been a moment since we've discussed this true spin-off, but I will say that it definitely falls under my personal criteria of spin-offs, in which it's that you have some sort of major tie-in to the media that you are spinning off of, and usually by some actors or characters or overarching themes that continue over. And so in this case, you're able to see Sonic and Tails and Maddie all from the movies in here, and of course Knuckles, and so the series is based for him. And I'm excited to see how they're able to continue growing his story, and if it ties into the movie, or if this is something that truly can be its own entity.
Yeah, actually, I look forward to doing that also. Since this is just a six-parter and we've seen the first one, I do look forward to watching the other five.
And something that I enjoy is that even though, of course, Knuckles is training, Wade to be the next warrior, is that the thing that he wants to be a warrior for is for bowling.
Yeah, such an odd thing. But I don't. Knuckles, of course, didn't initially know that it was going to be for bowling, since he really didn't know what bowling was. But yeah, of all things, bowling.
Yeah, and something that I'm going to try to do for 2025, this new year, is to write down some things that stand out to me. And so for me, this is actually the tie-in with Doritos that we had at the very beginning.
Oh, the cool, yes, the Cool Ranch Doritos, yes. What kind of tie-in do you want to do with it?
Well, no, I just thought it was really interesting, that we were able to have that sort of promotion in there, and I think this is one of the first times in quite a while that we've seen something that has that sort of promotion in it, where it's very obvious, other than when we discussed Short Circuit, that had plenty of advertisements throughout the entire movie.
Yes, yes, it was, and it stood out though. Those Cool Ranch Doritos stood out.
Yes, I 100% did. And I will say that, seeing this first episode did make me think about some other shows that we've seen that have tied into some sort of existing franchise, in the sense that it, in part, feels like like something that is associated with a movie, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But I think this one did it quite effectively. And Mom, were there any other thoughts that you have for the first episode of Knuckles, Howard the Warrior?
No, like I said, once more, just pleasantly surprised. So I look forward to seeing what your brother presents us the next show that we need to watch.
Well, that sounds good to me, and it will come to no surprise that this is probably one of the most viewed things on Paramount Plus.
Wow.
Well, Mom, like I said, I always love doing this with you, and I'm excited to start off this 2025.
Yes, Brandon, I enjoy doing this with you also. And thank you guys for watching today.
And we'll see you next time.
All right, bye bye.